What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm bringing another Unbroken Bonds opening courtesy of Game Nerds, who actually reached out to me via email. They were like, hey, we noticed you searching for Charizard. Let us send you a box, and then potentially the box could be lucky enough to give you the Charizard that you need. And I was like, sure, why not? You know, the more opening, the better. So they sent me this right here. It actually got a whole Unbroken Bonds booster box, which we're going to hop into here. And also 3 booster packs for a Dragon Ball Super card game, which I always get requests to open, which is funny because I actually do these openings on my main channel because Dragon Ball. We also got a letter. Should I read this letter? Dear Rhymestyle, I hope this box of goodies gives you some fantastic pulls as affiliate and partner of Game Nerds. I decided it's time to send Rhymestyle in the community something that's special to open for the channel. Hope everyone digs the opening. And for the best pre-order prices around, check out Game Nerds. We have goods. Cheers, everyone. Hips and shits. So if you want to check out the website, I'll have the link in the description below. So make sure you go over there, get yourself a box. In fact, go over there, get yourself a box right now. So let's actually pop this first because people always ask me, why don't you do any Dragon Ball Super card openings? And I'm like, well, actually, I do. They just always on my main channel. So we got 2 World Martial Arts Tournament packs, and then we got Miraculous Revival. Actually, I was a big fan of this one because obviously Gogeta Blue. I actually wasn't that big of a fan of the World Tournament pack. I feel like this is like one of the worst boxes that they released in a long time. I think the entire box overall just flopped, but yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and hop in this real fast. If you're unfamiliar with the Dragon Ball Super card game, it's actually pretty cool. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun to play. I personally don't play it, but I have played it before, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. We got a reverse holo, and behind it, we got an Unending Moves Yamcha. Dope. So the reverse holos, in case you're new to the game, they're not included in every single pack. Sometimes they are more valuable than the actual rares. In this case, I believe the Goku is gonna be worth more than the actual Yamcha. Let's hop into the second one. Oh, I was about to say, where's the other pack? I already lost it. I believe that the secret rare in this set was like a Dragon Ball card, like original Dragon Ball, if I remember correctly, but I actually don't remember. It's funny, actually, I have a box that is still laying around that I never opened just because, like I said, I wasn't that big of a fan of this actual set. See, there's a reverse that we just pulled from the last pack. Then we got a Scuffle Time Son Goten. Yeah, so once again, we got a reverse holo, or reverse uncommon, or in this case, it's a regular common. And then we got Double Chop Nam as a regular rare over here. And finally, the Frieza pack before we hop into the main entree, the main course here, which is going to have a Charizard in it because I believe it's going to have a Charizard in it. We got Miraculous Revival. Let's see if we can bust out a, what is a Vacu? A fusion. I was about to say a Goku Vegeta fusion, but Vacu basically is the same thing. What we got? Want to give me something good here? No, just the Trunks. Wow, what a dud. That's fine. Okay, again, I do tend to open the Dragon Ball Super stuff on my main channel just because Dragon Ball content, obviously. Over here, I kind of stick to the Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Pokemon pulls. That's why I separated, because I don't want to like do a bunch. The main reason I made my second channel is because when I got back into the Pokemon card game, I actually started uploading a lot of Pokemon cards on my main channel. It got to the point where I was doing like 3 to 4 videos a day because of all the catching up I was doing and not doing openings in basically the past like decade. So that's why I made a second channel, so I'm like less annoying with people, so people aren't like wondering why I'm uploading a bunch. It's the right way up. It's the other way around. There's a code card, which means this is about to be some fire. But yeah, that's why I opened that second channel, or started the second channel, because I just wanted to have a, like, not flood my sub box, if that makes sense. Especially with how notifications are on YouTube. You don't want to do too many per day, otherwise it does actually hurt your channel. Yeah, reverse is, and then Golem is a regular rare. So yeah, that's the only reason why I did it. Otherwise, I would have been doing this all on the same channel, which is kind of funny because by the time I actually slowed down on Pokemon openings, I actually could have gotten to the point where I could have probably just done it as like an extra video on my main channel. But that's fine. I think this is actually nice too. It is kind of hard to run 2 channels, but it's not the worst. There's a code card. I believe this is the first print, isn't it? Because I think the second print of the Unbroken Bond set had a code card facing the other way, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I don't know if that matters. I don't know if the pull rate was easier in the original print than the second one was, but I guess we'll find out here as we open a regular rare. So yeah, into the next one. We'll kind of try to power through this because I don't want this video to be too long, because I know y'all got a lot of things to do. Look, man, I treat my channel the way I treat myself as a viewer, and if I see a video that's super long, in fact, comment section below, what kind of length is too long for you? Video-wise, obviously. Keep your jokes to yourself. Because like with me, if I see a video that's like 30 minutes long, I tend to be, ooh, that's kind of, I've never pulled that yet. I don't think I have. Emerald Canyon. If I see a video that's like like I want to say 30 minutes long, I usually tend to just not even click it. What I tend to do is I'll tell myself, oh, I'll come back to this later when I'm like, when I have more room. Because when I wake up in the mornings and I'm going through my sub box, I want to actually just sit there and you know, watch a couple of videos before I start my day. And if I see one video that's too long, I tend to just be kind of like, you know, pushed away from one to just watch that one. So instead of watching one, I'll watch like 3 or 4, if that makes sense. And then I tell myself I'll come back and watch the long video later, and then I just sometimes forget. That's kind of like my thought process. So I treat my videos the same way I treat myself as a viewer to other people's content, if that makes sense. So that's why, you know, whenever I do my videos, I tend to just aim for like the lower mark of like 10, 15 minutes. That way it's like, you can watch my video and you can watch other people's videos and not have to worry about like, you know, wasting your time. Not necessarily wasting your time, but like, you know, using up too much of your time on a single video, if that makes sense. Oh, we got something. We got something. I kind of screwed up trying to like, you know, put the cards in the back there. What's it gonna be? Oh, just a GX. Muck and Muck. I actually pulled this in my very first box, I want to say, if I remember correctly. Whoops, just dropped a card. Actually, I would not mind, although it's not my main priority, I would not mind getting the hyper rare version on this card. Because so far I pulled the GX. I pulled the GX several times, and I pulled the actual full art, I want to say twice now, in that neighborhood. So I wouldn't mind getting the hyper rare version there as well. Obviously, the big goal is going to be the good boy Charizard. Get the Charizards in the back for good luck. But yeah, so we'll see what happens when we actually get towards the end of this box. My luck with these boxes have been actually pretty all over the place. You'll see I have a bunch of videos scheduled out. I think editing rhyme style when you finish this video, I believe this video is going to come out a little bit sooner just because I got this sent to me as like a gift. So I figured, you know, might as well get that out for the good people over at Game Nerds. But I have a bunch of openings scheduled for pretty much the entire month, like in between, like during the weekdays and stuff. And you'll see, my luck has been really, really weird with the set. Like I said, the first time it came out, the very, very, very first opening, I actually ended up pulling the Charizard. So yeah, I actually did get the Charizard, to those who don't know. So what happened was the Pokemon Company sent out a bunch of packs to a PR company, and then that PR company then picked out a bunch of YouTubers that do openings. Yeah. And they sent those out to like everybody, basically. Well, not everybody, but the people who were doing content creation. I was lucky enough to get the pack that actually had the Charizard, and in the very last pack, of that video, there he was, or there they were. So yeah, I was lucky enough to get the Charizard Reshiram already, but again, I kind of want to be able to just get my own box and then pull it that way again, because it's just exciting. It's just dope. Every time you're hunting for a Charizard, it's a good time. I feel like everybody enjoys that kind of content. I think at least. Especially me, especially if I pull the card. The only other card I'm also kind of am looking for is, I want to say, the full art version. Because, again, the more Charizards, the better. And I never actually pulled the full art. I pulled the GX twice, I want to say now. Either twice or once, I don't remember. It might have been just once. But really, if I could pull the full art version as well, that'd be great. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But as I mentioned, towards one of my later videos that should be released later in the month, I'm probably going to cut back on hunting for Unbroken Bonds, just due to the fact that, I mean, I already won. Like, you know, I'm just kind of being greedy at this point, just trying to get that second one. And I feel like I should probably start focusing more on the new content that's coming out. And with Unified Minds being around the corner, I am ecstatic about that. You guys know me. When it comes down to Mewtwo, it's up there next to Charizard for me. I know Mewtwo cards aren't as valuable usually, but man, I want that new Mewtwo in English, which is funny because I just pulled that actually on the Japanese set in the first box, of course. My luck with the first boxes is always ridiculous. Big shout out to Leonhard, by the way, because he finally pulled, we both did the opening, I think, this past week at the time we recorded this video, and we both pulled that Mewtwo alternate art, Mew and Mewtwo alternate art in the very first pack. So that was actually kind of dope. Spoiler alert in case you didn't watch that video, but by now you probably should have watched it. Speaking of Mewtwo, I'm gonna put you in the back, because I would just talk about this card. That's a premonition. That's gotta be some kind of premonition. So you hang out right there for a second. Let's actually not cover up that Charizard. Let's put you over here. There you go. You can hang out with the Detective Pikachu Charizard. In case you're wondering why I have the random assortment of cards in the back, since basically when I do my openings, I have like a Yu-Gi-Oh game board that I hold up for my background. And obviously having a Yu-Gi-Oh background in a Pokemon video is kind of weird. So I just grabbed the first thing that was next to me, which were those graded cards. So that's why you have like Gold Star, Shadowless, and then Fossil, and then randomly 2019 cards as my backdrop. So I hope that's fine with you guys. But yeah, they were literally right next to me under my desk because I was cleaned out my cards the other day, and for some reason I put them there, and I guess I never put them back. So yeah, story of my life. Gets kind of messy when you do card openings very, very frequently. Bam. Okay, let's get pop into here. Speaking of Charizard, the Pokemon Company knows what they're doing because, of course, we got the Charizard breaks in that's coming out as well. I just got 2 boxes. I just ordered 2 boxes, which should be here hopefully by the time you're watching this video. And we're gonna definitely go ahead and hunt for Charizard and breaks in. Hopefully the luck, the weird, crazy luck that I had that gives me the new cards in the very first box continues. Because, man, at that point, I need to just go buy a lottery. I need to go buy a lottery ticket and then see what happens. Because that luck is kind of wild at this point. To those who are new here, pretty much every time a new set came out, especially a feature Charizard, I always pulled the new Charizard in the first box. It started with Burning Shadows, which is funny because I'm an idiot. I always tend to overbuy. Like, hey, Greninja and Zoroark in the full art form. That's my first time pulling that. That's actually dope. That's actually dope. Okay, all right. Ooh, that's a beautiful card. Let's put you actually right there in the middle. So yeah, I bought originally when Burning Shadows came out with the announcement of a new Charizard happening. I bought, I think it was a case. It was 6 booster boxes. It was literally 6 booster boxes, and of course the first one that I opened ended up having a Charizard in it. And it's somewhere on my channel. I think it's on my main channel actually, because this is before I started my second channel, or it might be on this channel. I don't remember. But it started with that. Then of course they released the Ultra Shiny GX Charizard. I bought like 3 boxes of the Ultra Shiny GX set, and naturally the first box had it. And the funny thing is I also ordered 3 copies of the card as well, because I was like, there's no way in hell I'm pulling that, because at that time there were so many shiny cards in that set that I was like, nah, this is not gonna happen. There's no way. So I ended up buying like 2 or 3. No, it was 2. I ordered 2, and then I pulled the Charizard out of that first box. And then, what was the other one that happened? There's another Charizard that came out, and it was right there. So yeah, when it comes down to just crazy Charizard luck, it happens a lot. Celesteela GX, that's actually a very first for me. This is kind of a dope box because everything I pulled so far is fairly new, with the exception of the Alola Muck and Muck GX. So that's actually kind of dope. So shout out to Game Nerds. Thank you for finally breaking the streak. I was getting pretty annoyed, man. I mean, when you buy like, what, 5, 6, 7 boxes and you literally pull the same GX over and over again, it does get kind of obnoxious. And that was literally happening to me with the set. It got to the point where I'm like, you know what? Let me just take a break and not open anymore for a while. And yeah, so I'm so happy to see something new for once, finally. And then Wigglytuff in the back. All right, we're done with the first stack, and then we're gonna hop into the second stack. And I'll try to speed up for you guys because, again, you just want to see the new stuff. Speaking of which, you better believe when this new Hidden Fates set comes out, believe what's end of August / September, we're gonna go in. I'm going to buy so many packs of that set. All right, first of all, I'm gonna buy the Ultra Shiny GX Charizard just in case. But we are hunting for that card, and I'm gonna pull that card at some point. So if you're down for the journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the content. And also, while we're at it, since we're talking about new stuff, I do want to mention once again that I have severely pre-recorded a very far ahead 100K special. The reason why, okay, so again, to kind of explain why I did it the way I did it. So a long time ago, a long time ago, I actually bought I bought a regular blister pack, featured the Charizard base set blister pack. I got it for like 70 bucks. That's how long ago it was. That's how you know it's a long time, because now I think a blister pack which has a Charizard art is like, I want to say 300 bucks in that neighborhood. And then I also bought a shadowless version of the pack for like 100 bucks. Again, telling you how long ago it was. So I had those packs just sitting on my wall for about, I want to say 2.5 years ish. And I was looking at it, I'm like, huh, that'll be kind of fun to open at some point. But then I realized, nah, I probably shouldn't. Then, of course, was the infamous moment with my homie Shady. Big shout out to Shady Penguin. He cracked open his first edition Shadowless box and sold the packs one by one a couple months ago. I, being who I am, and just being, you know, a collector, I bought a first edition Shadowless Charizard pack from him. And it was heavy. Now, keyword was heavy. I opened it. So for my 100K special, to kind of give you a preview of like, this video's not gonna come out for like months now. I decided to open my blister pack featuring the unlimited artwork, the shadowless artwork, and then of course the first edition shadowless pack as well. And that's gonna be the 100K special. It's already uploaded and recorded. Now you're probably wondering, Ron, why did you record that right now? We're gonna forget, by the time this video goes live, we're gonna forget that you're even doing this. To answer the question, because I know me. If I would have waited to get to 100K, which eventually I'm going to probably get to 100K because I have no intention of slowing down on this channel, that pack itself, the first edition shadowless pack itself, would probably be so valuable that I know me and I wouldn't want to open it. I know for a fact by the time I hit 100K, that pack is probably going to cost like 3 or 4 grand. It's easily. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and open it right now. I'm going to record it and see what happens. And man, whoo! That's all I'm going to say. Oh, we got something. I see something shiny in the back. Ah, it's just a Honchkrow. All right, now we're going back. Now we're going back to the old stuff that I pulled 1,000 times. Whatever, we can still put you in the sleeve and then put you in the back. I saw someone mention, well, won't that video be out of date because you're gonna be talking about old stuff? No, the way I focused that video is I kind of gave you, outside the classic vintage opening, I kind of gave you a bit of a background of, you know, where I came from and just some, it's basically a big throwback to my life when I first got into the Pokemon game, the trading card game and collecting and everything. And it's very much kind of a throwbacky video, so that's why it will actually age fairly well, I think. So yeah, it's already edited, it's already uploaded. It's just a matter of time or when we hit that actual goal. Yeah. Not telling you to go out and tell all your friends to subscribe. I mean, I'm not doing any of that. I want people to naturally subscribe to this channel. I'm not like in a hurry or anything. But I just know me, had I said that I'm going to open this pack, and once we actually got to the goal of 100K, then I would have been all like, yeah, I don't want to open it anymore because it's so expensive now. And I saw some people saying, well, what about 50K special? I thought about it, but it's a special opening. It's a very special opening, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about once we get to that actual point in the next couple months. So yeah, expect some heat, expect some fire over the course of the next couple months. I know, Ron, why are you telling us about this? Like right now, I want to see it now. Look, man, if the video didn't, I told myself if the video goes one way, it'll be a 50K special. If it goes another way, it's got to be a special 100K special. So that's why. It's the only reason why. Bam. Come on, Kingler. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, as far as the openings for the next couple of months, definitely expect a lot of hidden fates. Definitely expect me to jump into the Unified Minds. Wow, my mind just blanked out. And we're gonna have a lot of fun here, and as well as Yu-Gi-Oh as well, in case you're new here. Hopefully, I know not all you guys care about Yu-Gi-Oh, and also the people who like Yu-Gi-Oh may not care about Pokemon, but that's gonna be the main focus on this channel pretty much for as long as I exist. I'm just reliving the big part of my childhood. It's still actually a huge part of my life today, so that's kind of like why I built the channel the way I did it. I don't want to just focus on one thing. I want to do multiple openings. I don't want to focus on one thing, yet this channel literally is just an opening channel. Something else I've always gotten requests for is why don't you play actual games on this channel, like Pokemon, let's say Sword and Shield. To answer that question, it's because I like to focus my, hey, Charizard in the background. I like to focus my my Twitch for stuff like that. My main channel is always going to be Dragon Ball, which again, surprisingly, you'll be surprised how often I get messages that say, I didn't even know you had a main channel. I do. My main channel is Dragon Ball. But yeah, I want to focus this channel only on cards, and as far as any gameplay, like variety stuff, that's always going to go on my Twitch. 100% going to go on my Twitch, because on Twitch you don't get punished for doing that. Here, come on, Tangrowth. Here, if you try to branch out too much, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. I've explained the notification system on my main channel, but in case you guys don't know how it works, so when you release a video, I'm about to give you a quick lesson here to anybody who wants to be a YouTuber or is a YouTuber and has no idea how it works. Obviously, I have like 40,000 subscribers on this channel. My main channel is it's closing on 900,000 subscribers. Obviously, not all those 900,000 people watch it, and same here, not all 40,000 people here watch it. The way it works is when a new video is made, but first of all, you got to think about the factor of sometimes people will just subscribe and they really don't have intention of coming back and watching and stuff like that. Then you have the ones that do watch fairly frequently. But the way it works is when a video is released, it sends a notification to roughly, I want to say, like your 10% most active subscribers. So like the I think my videos usually average between about 6,000-7,000 views per video, unless it's something like big, in which case usually that happens to have more views because it hits the algorithm. But what ends up happening is it sends a notification out to your 10% most active people. If majority of those people, to those watching the video, will click it, then the next hour it sends a notification to the next set of most active people. So it just kind of goes down a list per hour over time. That's why sometimes you'll get a notification on the video that came out a long time ago of some of your favorite creators, and that's why other times you get it immediately. So if you're always active, you get the notification all the time. Bam, Salazzle. So yeah, that's how it works. That's why it works the way it works. And if you do a variety of content, this is the part where it actually screws you. If I let's say do some like a Pokemon Sword and Shield Let's Play or something, and not all you guys want to see that, the less of you that click, the less likely my channel will actually grow because of the variety. That's why it works the way it works. That's why I also had to move Pokemon to a second channel, because obviously everybody that subscribed to me for Dragon Ball content, electromagnetic radar. That's why everybody subscribed to me for Dragon Ball content. You know, they don't want to see Pokemon. So in all reality, every time I did a Pokemon opening, it did way less, and with the viewership dropping, the analytics were all like, oh, people don't like this guy's channel anymore. Let me recommend them less. So yeah, that's a little lesson on how YouTube works. It's annoying, but unfortunately, it is what it is. But golden rare. It's been a while since I've seen a golden card pop up in these openings. Good lord, that's actually nice to see. I have no idea what the value of that is. It's probably worth like, for all I know, it's worth like 3 cents. Probably not that low, but hey man, if I can get a hyper rare as well now, I'll be set. I have not seen a hyper rare in a box in a very, very, very long time. Also, my stack maintenance is awful right now. Res challenge! But I want to get the full out version of this. My stack maintenance is actually so bad, you can actually kind of see it spilling into the video. Because usually I always do a half a box. That's one of the reasons I also do half a box as well, outside of the fact that, you know, we're going for a time factor here. So I don't have a giant tower that collapses upon me as I'm doing the video. But yeah, I mean, whatever. We're almost done here. We got one more pack after this. And hopefully, we're going to end it with some Charizard heat right here, right? Charizard? Maybe not. Okay, fine. Last pack. We got Melmetal and Lucario. Melmetal and Lucario. Is this about to be the pack? There's a code card. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Again, it's a little bit longer video. Bam. Dark Energy. We're going to end it with... What are we going to end it with? We're going to end it with... We're going to end it with... some heat. No, we're not. But hey, man, actually wasn't the worst opening because got some new cards finally. It feels good to see new cards when it comes down to doing these openings finally. With the exception, of course, these two which I already have. But hey, this is dope. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to slap a like on it. Let me know your thoughts on anything we discussed. And other than that, stay tuned for more content over the course of the future of the channel. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Ryan. I'll see you next time. Peace.